Hello, my name is Ed Storty and chairman of the 2020 Telethon. And I'm often asked at times, how did this all start? So let me just give you a little bit of a historical perspective of how it took place. I was at a board meeting in 2007, and I just really realized that we had to do some fundraising. So I talked to Bobby Shergi, and she was so supportive, and we decided to hopefully have a concert at the Warner Grand Theater with Paul Williams, the songwriter, vocalist, actor, and he was just terrific. He sang standards such as We've Only Just Begun, Rainy Days and Mondays, and the audience loved him. Standing ovations. And we did an after-party gathering for folks that wanted to come, and they just loved where Paul took photos with them, signed autographs, and the feedback was from the participants, you've got to do this again. So in 2009, March 8th, Jack Jones at the Warner Grand, wonderful performance. We learned a lot in marketing, production, program creation. And then, of course, 2010, we were blessed with the famous band of Chicago, and they performed in concert in Thousand Oaks at the Performing Arts Center. And they were so kind. They donated a portion of their sales receipts to the House of Hope. Very generous, and we so appreciated it. In 2011, Bobby Shergi, Heather Edney, and myself, we were at the Grinder restaurant, and we were sitting there, and we started thinking about the next concert. And the idea came up, why not have a talent show? Maybe something for recovering family members, recovering folks that would try out, audition, and hopefully enjoy center stage. We knew there was a lot of talent out there. So we needed an individual that could put it together as far as the technical aspects and that new music. And our man was Johnny Bjorgi. He became the producer and has been ever since. And what a blessing that was. It was at the Torrance Memorial Medical Center Conference Center. That seated 300 people, standing room only. We needed a great crew of volunteers because of the stage production. And the two ways that we did get donations was around ticket sales and advertisements in the program. So that started us out, and it was really exciting. Afterwards, we debriefed and knew the day had come where we'll do the next one at Torrance Memorial Conference Center, October 12th, 2013. It was sold out. And what we added in fundraising was, yes, ticket sales, advertisements, but now we looked for donations as well as sponsors to sponsor organizations that would donate to us and be able to really help out with the monies growing. So the gatherings that we had were larger, which really led us to October 12th, 2014, and we went out of the conference room to the theater. And that talent show was at the Norris Theater in Rolling Hills Estates. And the master of ceremonies was Johnny Bjorgi and Mary Bjorgi, and it was wonderful. We had judges, Dave, Larcine, and Chris, and it just came across fantastic. We felt we had arrived. We had a lot of learning to do, but we felt we were on the right track. And of course, in 2015, November 1st, we then went to the James Armstrong Theater for a more central location that would seat 450 guests. And the production was exciting because it felt even bigger, lights, camera. The choral group of House of Hope was a tearjerker. That has continued with every show since, standing ovations, every performance, because that was the mainstay of why we were there. And then our fifth talent show in 2016 at the James Armstrong Theater hosted and always has hosted the Macmillan Foundation and Todd Pipe. They are the reason why we could go into these productions. They are the folks that day one with our concert to right to today have always been the foundation of our funding and of our energy They are the kindest group to ever have worked with and continue to do so. We reached out to sponsors then in this program to go out of state, and that was accomplishing then our fundraising goals. So we had in this particular show a solo dancer, we had an 11-year-old singer, we had a comedian, and we were on track. In the next show, in November 19th, 2017, again at the Armstrong Theater, the show was impeccable. It just was wonderful with what we were experiencing, because now we knew that we had a roadmap on how to be able to do these. Takes a lot of energy, but we had a wonderful committee of folks that were working with us. The 7th show was in November 18th, 2018, and our auditions were at a peak. Many had heard about the show, wanted to be included. They enjoyed center stage, lights, and the enthusiastic audience. It was just a feeling to be proud of, to be out there, which in our 8th show, November 17th, 2019, we realized and had this feeling prior in years, but it had to be said that it is a spiritual experience. Whatever money we bring in is one thing. We need that. But the spiritual experience means everything, not only for the folks that attend, but for the women that are in treatment, the alumni that are on stage, that get on stage and talk about their recovery, the years, the months, and days is very moving. And you know, when they had this choral group, this particular show led by Melissa, it was fantastic. So we're really proud. You know, over all these shows, we've brought in $1 million raised over the 8 shows. And on behalf of the regents, the board of directors, the executive staff, the staff, volunteers, and the clients, we thank all of you for all the time and energy you have put into this. And today, it's 2020. We are now in a new venue, virtual experience, and it is a telethon. And it's exciting. It's really exciting to see how we do with this. Hopefully we bring it to you in a wonderful way. And of course, we'll debrief after, learn a lot about this. But you know what? Let us begin. Thank you so much.